Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is the third video of the security testing series in which I'm going to cover some of the tools and techniques that we use during reconnaissance. Well, if the term reconnaissance is alien to you, then it's because you haven't watched the first and second part of this series. The link of those videos is in the description below, or you can also find them in the icon above. So without further delay, let's get started. One of the activities that we perform during reconnaissance is known as subdomain enumeration. It is a process of finding the subdomains of a target. It is very crucial and very important activity if the scope is not defined, because this activity can give us some interesting subdomains which could become an entry point for us during the security testing. We can find non-production environments which are often less secure as compared to the production environment, and if it happens that a non-production environment which is insecure is deployed on the same server on which the production environment is deployed, then an attacker might be able to escalate their way to the production environment. So we might also find Jenkins instances, and if the Jenkins is not properly configured, that it can even lead to the critical vulnerability known as the remote code execution. It is a vulnerability in which an attacker can remotely execute a piece of code on the target domain. Now, there are different ways of performing the subdomain enumeration, and the first one is known as the Google docking. Google docking is the advanced way of doing Google search. It is called the hacker's technique of making use of Google's advanced search services and can help in getting the valuable data or hard to find content. It is also known as the Google hacking. But it is not the actual hacking that we are doing. We are simply using some advanced techniques for making Google give us the result that we want. Google docking uses the filter known as docs for filtering the results, which is usually not possible during normal Google search. Some of the examples of these docs are site, in URL, index, in title, file type, etc. So let's see how these docs actually help us in our Google search, and most importantly during our reconnaissance activity. Talking about the first doc, which is site, it helps us in getting the results only from the specific site. For example, if I have to search for used cars, then I'll simply go to Google and type used cars. Now here I'm able to see huge number of results, and all these results are from different sites. I have, like, here are some ads, then we have car.deco.com, result from carwale.com, OLX.in, cartrade.com, rule.in, and so on. Now suppose I am interested only in the results from cars24.com. So I'll type used cars on cars24.com. Okay, so the first thing you will notice over here is that there's a huge drop in the number of results from this big number to only 12,80,000 results, but it's a huge number. And let's see if we have got only results from cars24.com or not. So here we have cars24.com. Okay, the first page has all the results from cars24.com, and let's see the second page, and here also we have the result from okay, here okay, this is an ad. So now let's go to the third page, and now here we can see a result from play.google.com. This is from theken.com, carwale.com, cardeco.com. So basically we are not getting all the results from cars24.com. There are still results from other websites. Now this is where we can make use of our first doc, which is site. So I'll just go over here and let me just delete this thing and type site colon cars24.com. So I can mention any other site here as well. Basically it will, so this site is doc, basically it's a filter, and cars24.com is its value. So I'm saying I want results only from cars24.com. So let me go over here and okay, just observe this. Here we have 12,80,000 results, and let's see what happens when I hit enter. Now I have only 1,26,000 results. Okay, now let's see. We have result from cars24.com, all the result from cars24.com on the first page. Let's go to the second page. Here also we have all the results from cars24.com and no ad. Let's go to the third page, and here also we have all the results from the cars24.com. Okay, now let's check the fourth page. All the results are from cars24.com. Let's check the fifth page, and all the results are from cars24.com. I can go on, and what you will observe is that all the results are from cars24.com. You can try this on your own. Now, what if I want to further filter these results? I'm interested in BMW car. So I'll just make use of another doc or another filter which is known as in text BMW. So as you would have like guessed, as the name suggests, in text, basically it will look for this particular value, that is BMW in the page, and if finds that particular text, this BMW, then only those results will be present over here. Rest all the results will get filtered out. So okay, we have now 1,26,000 results, and let me hit enter. Now we have just 34,900 results. And if we observe the results, then okay, the results on the first page have like all the results are related to BMW, and if I go to the second page, then again all the results are related to BMW, and I can go on, and all the results will be related to BMW. Now you must be thinking how all these things will be useful during security testing. So suppose let's say you are testing for Tesla. By the way, Tesla do have their own bug bounty program. So if you are interested in bug bounty, then you can definitely go and try your hand there. So suppose you are testing for Tesla, and you want to find all its subdomains. Basically, you want to perform the subdomain enumeration. So you'll just go over here and type site tesla.com, and now all the results are from tesla.com. These 3,66,000 results are from tesla.com. Now your aim is to perform subdomain enumeration. So let's see what all subdomains we are able to get. Here we have shop.tesla.com, service.tesla.com, and this is our main domain, main domain, main domain, main domain. Now we have like repeating result from our main domain, and if we keep on going like this, then we will not be able to do subdomain enumeration. So there is a way to remove the main domain, and that is by typing -www and hit enter. Now notice there's a huge drop in the number of results. Now we have just 6,280 results, and if you will observe over here, we do not have any result from the main domain. It's just the subdomains, like we have shop.tesla.com, we have engage.tesla.com, we have employee feedback.tesla.com, suppliers.tesla.com. Now here's another problem. We have repeating subdomains, like we have 3 results, okay, 4 results from shop.tesla.com, then we have like repeating result from engage.tesla.com, and then we have a result from employee feedback.tesla.com and suppliers.tesla.com. Now just like we did -ww, I can also do -shop, and this will remove all the subdomains, that is the shop.tesla.com subdomains. Now we have me.tesla.com, okay, and the drop in the results, you can see we have now just 921 results. So we have, so shop.tesla.com is our first subdomain, and me.tesla.com is our second domain, employee feedback.tesla.com, accepts.tesla.com, and similarly you can make a list of all the subdomains. And here again we have repeating subdomains, so I can go over here and write -ir, and so now we have 747 results, and we do not have ir.tesla.com. So basically you can consider it as not a hyphen but a minus. So you are saying -www, that is subtract the main subdomain results from the search results. Hyphen or your -shop, then like remove all the shop.tesla.com subdomains and remove all the ir.tesla.com subdomains. Now this technique of subdomain enumeration by using Google Docking is all good if we have very few subdomains, like 10 or 20 or probably 30. But what if we are dealing with huge number of subdomains? Then Google Docking will prove to be very time-taking process for subdomain enumeration. At this point, I would like to introduce to you two tools which can help you in subdomain enumeration. And our first tool is Sublister. Sublister is a Python tool which helps in enumerating subdomains of a website. It not only searches for subdomains on Google, just like we were doing, we were searching for subdomains on google.com, but Sublister also searches for subdomains on other search engines like Yahoo, Bing, Baidu, etc. Now, this particular tool has another tool which is Subroot integrated into it, which helps in finding the subdomains by the method of brute force using a word list. So if you will provide a word list, and it will just keep on adding words from that particular word list, and it will keep on looking whether that particular subdomain exists or not. So I have added a link of this tool to the description of this video, and it's available on Git, and you just need to clone the repository and ensure the requirements are fulfilled, and then you are good to go. The setup is not that much difficult. It's like quite easy. So you will be easily able to set up this particular tool. So let's have a look at the demo of this tool. I'm in the directory of my Sublister tool, and here I just have to type Python sublister.py-d, which is for specifying the domain, and tesla.com. Hit enter. Okay, so you can see that it is searching for Baidu, Yahoo, Google, Bing, Ask, Netcraft, DNS Jumpster, VirusTotal, ThreadCrowd, SSL certificates, passive DNS. So here we have got all the subdomains, and you can see how quick it was. And like when we were doing Google docking and trying to find out the subdomains, and it was taking too much time. Okay, and due to some reason, this VirusTotal is blocking our requests, but that's not an issue. But still, we have got our subdomains. Now there is another tool which is again a Python based tool, and its name is 𝐸CPy. So basically this is also used for subdomain enumeration, and it again helps us in finding the subdomains of our target through dictionary attack. In dictionary attack, what happens is like we provide a dictionary from where it picks up words. So it is similar to your brute force attack, that it will pick a word from the dictionary and add it to the subdomain and see whether the particular subdomain exists or not. So this is also a open source tool, and it is also available on GitHub. I'll just provide you the link in the description below, and it's super easy to set up. So let's see how this particular tool works. So this particular tool is set up on my Kali machine. I'll show you the demo of this tool on my Kali machine. You just have to type Python 3 𝐸CPy. Okay, one important thing over here is that once you are in this particular directory, and if you do the ls, then don't go to this particular location and try to run the command. Many beginners who are new to this tool go to this location and try to run their command, and they face errors, and then they go like bonkers, like why my command is not working, why this particular tool is not working. So just stay in the root directory, and over here we can run a command which is python 3 𝐸CPy.py and our domain. Here we do not need to mention -d like we did in case of Sublister. Just hit enter. There's a default word list present in this particular tool, which is, and this tool is making use of it. If you want, you can also like provide your own word list. Okay, so I did not got any results. Okay, okay, so that was my internet issue over here, and I will again run this particular command. So we're saying that this particular tool has its own word list, which is being used by default. And if you want to use your own word list, then you can also use it. You just need to like use -w and the path of your word list after mentioning your subdomain, or sorry, after mentioning your target. You just need to mention -w and your path to your word list, and it will use that particular word list instead of its own default word list. And you can also see the percentage completion over here, and this was not there in case of Sublister. So 30.6% is complete, and it is also giving us the IP addresses. So again, this is this we have this advantage in this particular tool, and we were not getting any IP addresses in that tool. that is sublister. So here we have a bit advantage. Here we can also, for some of the subdomains, for example this apps.tesla.com, it is also mentioning the server, like here we have nginx 1.12.2 version. In some cases you will see that sublister is performing faster, and in some cases you will see that 𝐶𝐞𝐽 is performing faster, but both the tools are good, and I'll suggest that you use both the tools. Here we have got all the like results from 𝐶𝐞𝐽 for this particular target, which is tesla.com. These were some of the tools and techniques which we can use for subdomain enumeration. In the coming videos, we will cover more topics related to security testing. Do leave a comment below if you have any questions related to this particular topic, and I'll try my best to answer it. So that's all for this video. Thank you, goodbye, and happy learning.